We really need to build a drain right there. It's rained really heavily just now, and the hole in the ground is doing the exact right job, but we don't want a big puddle, especially when we're building a road. So before this road gets built, we need to build a drain right here to let the water out. Now, what we're going to do is just double check and see if this pipe is doing the job that it's supposed to do, which is basically it runs all the way down there underneath the lawn and out the other side of the lawn, which basically means that when it rains really heavily, we're not going to get what we had this time last year, which is a huge torrent of water. Well, basically a river running through the middle of the lawn area. It's just going to flow straight under the ground and the pipe out the other end. I'm going to ask Crusoe here, my little helper, to nip down to the other end of the pipe and see whether the water's coming out. So this is where the project's going to start. Is the job doing what we want it to do before we start cementing stuff in place? Crusoe, yeah? Can you go to the other end and film whether the water comes out?
Go!
This is a big task, maybe not.
If you're new around here, we're the Newbys. I'm Tara, this is John, and these are our two little boys, Crusoe and Sawyer. We've been renovating this abandoned farm in northern Portugal for over a year, converting outbuildings, creating outdoor living spaces, expanding the family and making some gnarly abandoned homes livable. Now we're gearing up for a monumental task. Join us as we prepare to knock it all down and build our very own dream home here on our land. But before we can do that, we're facing our toughest season yet. Living in a home that has just 2 rooms with 2 little boys who are under the age of 3 and a very wet winter ahead. Question is, can we handle it?
Right, take the camera, filming down here, then follow me, put the camera up, that's it. Can you see in the screen?
Yeah.
What can you see? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Come over here. Keep going. You're going to stand over here. Okay, buddy, that pipe right there, are you paying attention? Good. That pipe right there,
Yeah.
I want you to film that pipe for me. Just hold the camera and hold it there. Okay, I'm going to run up here. You wait there. Film. 2 seconds. Just shout when the water comes out, okay?
Yeah. Go! Batteries die because... Yeah, come! Yeah. Yeah, it's good there. Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
This way to find one.
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped it because I took my foot off the pipe. But when we dig it into the ground, it's going to be a bit different. Good work, buddy. High five.
Let's do it again.
I'll do it again, shall I? High five. Yeah.
Mummies. I put water on there.
Did you get water on there?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then wipe it.
Okay, I'll wipe it.
They seem to be 2 non-negotiables in my mornings at the moment. A 5 o'clock start, thanks Sawyer, and of course, AG1. If you've been with us a while, you know how much we love this stuff. I'm pretty sure as well that if you watch YouTube, you see it everywhere. AG1 is an all-in-one nutritional supplement which has 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food sourced ingredients, adaptogens, prebiotics and probiotics, and basically it gives you absolutely everything you need to support your immune system, your gut health, your brain health, your skin health. The most incredible reassurance that you're supporting your body in the best way possible. Last time we did an ad for AG1, so many of you wrote to us to say that you had made your purchase, and we're so grateful for the support, and we hope that you're loving it as much as we do. Remember, by using our link in the description below to make your purchase of AG1, you will be massively supporting our channel, but you'll also get your snazzy 5 free travel packs, as well as a year's supply of these vitamin D3K2 drops, which are super important at this time of year, especially when things are getting a bit darker and chillier in the Northern Hemisphere. It can all support our immune system a bit better. So if you're ready to get yourselves your own AG1, please use the link in our description below. A huge thanks for clicking on it and supporting our channel, and a huge thanks to AG1 for working with us again. We love you guys, and we love what you've done.
As Crusoe just showed you, this is working exactly as we planned, and it's working perfectly. Great news, because that is a ton of water that would otherwise, well, has done in the past, completely waterlogged everything in its path, including washing away seeds from the lawn. The first time I seeded it was a nightmare. Wondered why I ended up with patches of seeds all over the place, growing grass, but and not in other places. And then, of course, last autumn, it just washed everything so soggy, so badly, that it was quite, well, it's just a panic when everything floods. So we're avoiding that flood. It's coming down to the other side of the farm now, right down the bottom there. It's just flowing away, which is really good news. Of course, we've diverted water from its normal path, but I don't think that there's too much problem in doing that. And the long-term plan, of course, look at that, heavens opening again. The long-term plan will be to collect that water during the winter time in another storage tank down here, so that we've got an abundance of water during the summertime. But for now, it's just enough that it's out the way. The importance of that drain will be realised for sure. Oh, it has basically rained every day for as long as I can remember. If we weren't building a homestead right here, right now, I would be thinking about building an ark. It's getting a bit like that, but what that means is every time I come down to do this job right here, which is to make a drainage system before Mario comes and cobbles the road, it's full of water. And well, there's no respite from the rain at the moment, so I can't ever see it being dry long enough to be able to build this thing. It's really frustrating. This must be my 10th attempt at coming down here and going, okay, today we'll do it. Not only do we have to get the water out of here, but once the water is out of here, we've then got to try somehow to make that mud strong enough to hold concrete, so that when it dries out in the spring, summer, it's not going to crack, break or sink or just move. So I think the first thing to do is to try and empty that water out. We've got, I think, a fairly dry afternoon this afternoon. some rain this evening. So maybe I can empty this out. I can do the job really quickly because it's not a big job. He says, thinking about it. Let's see. Let's empty this out. Let's divert the water away from this so next time it does rain, hopefully it doesn't fill up. If we dig a channel heading out that way towards the lawn and just for a few days have it flooding the lawn, literally flooding the lawn. So let's just get on with it, see whether we can empty that out, reroute the water channel, yeah, see how firm that bottom is, whether we can put a concrete slab down. Great.
What on earth is that noise?
Rock and roll.
I think it's best to give the computer to me.
Wait. Well, everybody, Mum's not here. You've got to leave that, nothing. Whatever goes on in there, though, it's going to get. Yeah, I know. You should see his face. Whatever goes on in there. What? Do you want to go in? Okay. You know, whatever goes on, nothing's coming out of that alive. Pretty muddy stuff. So you come in, you've got to take the white stuff off. Arms up. Arms up. Right, that's all the water out. What are we going to do now? Okay, let's make a good plan. Make sure this is done properly, one time only, because after this afternoon, I think it's going to rain for a week. And by that time, I'm almost certain Mario will be here looking to cobble that road. So, fingers crossed anyway. Let's see how we get on. Are you ready, Sawyer? High five. Well done. Yeah. Oh, what are we going to do about the mud? Let's do it again. What are we going to do with you now? There we go, folks. While Mum's away, we draw Wilson on our son's tummy. Let's go get cleaned up, buddy. in. Okay, it starts to look a bit more like, well, the start of a drainage system. So let's see what we can do with the gravel, flatten it out. The sun is shining, which is so good. We've got blue skies up there and I think it's going to hold. Let's take full advantage. Get the wheel there.
On the ground, Daddy.
Oh, okay. Colin.
Scotland.
Let's do it.
Scott.
Good.
I want to grind it and I want to grind
Okay, you can sit on the top. You good?
it.
Is it because you're on it? I think it might be. Oh, that is very heavy. That's bumpy, eh? Let's go around this side because that looks pretty soft ground. Okay, off you get.
That's Scott.
Thanks, Crusoe. Hello, Danny. How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you doing?
Yeah. So we've got, it will be about 2 hours
Yeah, it's a bit mental, isn't it?
of sun. So I think it's going to stay dry for. I think it's going to stay dry for a bit longer than 2 hours.
Right.
Maybe 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
Enough time to
Yeah.
get some cement down and get this drain built.
Okay.
Especially if we put a piece of plastic over it. I've diverted the water away from this hole for now,
Okay, cool.
but it's very wet.
Do you want me to help you with this? Would that make the job a bit quicker? Because I was going to go and do stuff in the village garden, but I need the same tools you've got. So until we've built our shed and have 2 sets of tools, it may be a wee bit complex.
Okay, all right. Do you know how to mix cement?
No?
Right. 1 part cement, 3 parts sand.
Okay.
That'd help.
All right. Where is it?
And there are bricks up there next to the car.
Okay.
If you can bring those down
Yeah.
and put them around here.
Okay.
I need to build a wooden frame.
Okay.
So I'll build that. I'll prep this area here. Crusoe's obviously nearly finished.
Can I also be a mum and change his shoes?
Yeah, change his shoes.
All right. Oh, I tell you what, it is such a relief to see sunshine. This morning, I genuinely thought it's never going to be sunny again. This is it. This is set in for weeks, because when you look at the weather report, it says it is set in for weeks. So I'm so relieved to see some sunshine, and well, it's not going to be around for very long. So we're in a bit of a panic. But anyway, let's see if we can get this drain built. Crusoe, these are far more appropriate for this kind of work, my love. Can we put your wellies on, please? What is that thing, love?
This is the cover, drain cover.
Okay.
So we're building a wall up to here, about that height, and the
Okay.
drain cover will go on top of it, and then we'll fill the sides in with dirt. So it'd be
Interesting.
old school Victorian drain.
Okay.
lay some cement on the bottom. It should be able to go up all in one go without having to wait for any cement to dry in any of the areas. And hopefully, yeah, it'll be done in next to no time. Certainly well the rain holds off. So let's do it.
What's going on down there then?
Yeah, Crusoe, that's not helpful, dude. So let's get the cement mixer up here and let's get the thing sorted.
Okay, so I'm getting bricks from the car.
You're getting bricks from the car.
Right, let me get this out of the mud. Ooh. Darling, I think I need a 4x4 wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is just starting to rain. It's a real problem with cement and a real problem with the hole filling back up with water. Let's see how long it lasts. This time of year is no joke.
What does the weather forecast say?
Where there's a will, folks, there is always a way. So John's sister lives on the Isle of North Uist, which is in the Outer Hebrides, and I was musing when I was talking to her earlier about whether or not diggers can still work in the rain. Daft question, I realise this now. And she said, well, diggers still work in Uist, and it's basically horrific weather in Uist 99% of the time, so... I don't know if you just heard John, but he shouted across the lawn that his sister is currently single and on the hunt for a multi-millionaire. Leave your credentials in the comments, folks. It's not going to be an easy winter, folks. We've said it before, and I hope we don't sound too kind of moany, but you know, we are living in a 2-roomed house, and I don't mean a 2-bedroom house, I mean a 2-roomed house. We have a kitchen, living room, and we have a bedroom, and we have the bathroom, so 3 rooms if you're going to be pedantic about it. But honestly, this is so hard. Everything's wet, everything's already starting to get moldy, there's nowhere to dry stuff, and I know it's all going to be worth it, because if we do get permission and we do manage to go ahead with the house, which it's all looking like we will be able to, then, you know, we'll look back one day and kind of be grateful for this time, especially because I think the lessons it's teaching us all and the lessons it's teaching the boys is, like, it's okay to be uncomfortable. It's okay to, you know, have to work a bit harder to be comfortable. You know, it's just taking a bit more organising. We're having to work a bit harder. That you don't actually need all that much space. It's nice to have it, but you don't need it. Although we might argue by the end of December that we really need it for the sake of our mental health, so watch this space. But there are good lessons in the way we're living at the moment. And I know for a fact that one thing is for certain is we will never, ever, ever take the space for granted when we get it. And that has got to be something that's really important, not just for us, but mainly for our boys. This is not good news.
We've just spent ages emptying this.
What's that they say about learning to dance in the rain?
Yeah, okay. Are you dancing? No, don't dance. It might rain some more. It can be.
I kind of, you just want to like take a leaf out of the boys' book and just like run through the puddles with reckless abandon, because what else are we supposed to do?
Yeah, except the boys don't have to build a drain before a road gets made. I should have done it during the summertime, man. It sat there and waited.
It's always a lesson, love, isn't it? Right, the wind has died, and I think there's blue sky on the horizon. What's really cool about living in mountains is you can kind of see the weather passing through, so I can see it heading off across the mountains on the other side. And behind us over there is blue skies. So I am going to keep moving stuff. We need some more sand, we need some more cement, and we need a power box to run the cement mixer. So I best get on with it, really.
I hope it doesn't come back.
The light on this farm is absolutely beautiful, and we can forget about the fact that everything seems to be going wrong. Right, let me head up and check on those boxes. It's been a really long time since I took the time to just marvel at the details. I feel like spring is the time that we last kind of, it can't have been because, you know, there's been so much beauty. I mean, look at this light, it's just beautiful. But there's been so much beauty in amongst the seasons. But in the springtime, you get those beautiful pink flowers that open with the sun and close with the sun. And you really start to notice all the little things coming to life. I haven't done that for a while, but, you know, it's taking the time just to look at all the beautiful little mushrooms that are popping up. Reminds me it's nearly time for the giant parasols, which are delicious, and we get here a lot on the farm. There's so much to look forward to. Anyway, let's go and see how those boxes are doing. Right, moment of truth, folks. Yes, 22%. I hope you are ready, or more ready than I am anyway, for my cement mixing debut. I think to hide expletives and any like real faux pas, we'll do a time lapse. Hopefully we can get this done before it gets dark.
I'm back, folks, so let's rock and roll.
Right, the sun is starting to set. It is starting to get darker. It's not dark yet, so we're not done yet. I am going to have to go and put little boys to bed in a little while, but even though it was only a couple of hours of respite from the rain, I feel like I've been recharged, a bit like a solar panel, and really grateful for that little bit of sunshine, just to kind of take the pressure off the feeling of that intense rain for days and days and days and days on end. It's probably all back again tomorrow, but a little bit of respite is sometimes all you need to be able to carry on.
You guys probably can't tell because that camera is so blooming good, but it's almost dark now. I think we'll call it on this project for today. Start cleaning up. All is well. All is good. I think we're happy with that. Very good.